If we're squiff, we're squiff. It's
We'll deal with it.
Apologies. Yeah, I can't tell if that's straight at all.
It looks straight. This looks level, so.
That's what I'm going off. I'm hoping that this is going to be the level for the show.
Yeah, that'll do.
Very cool. Nah,
right,
we're good.
We're
right.
going.
Awesome.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's really annoying having that spot on your head.
Yeah,
I can't do anything about it.
I need another one, then it'll be like Minnie Mouse ears.
Oh God, it's gonna go well. This
is going to go fantastically. Is that a bit better? No, it's not. It's made
Nah.
it worse. It made it more like an ear.
It's just gonna be even more hilarious, isn't it?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm really short. I feel like I should be here.
Well, it's okay. I've got a shorter seat than you, so it's okay. This is our head, but then everybody can see this.
Yeah, I'm going to invest in some bar stools. I think that might be.
I don't think I've got any that are
I don't
taller
even
than
think
this.
those chairs out there at all.
We'll wing it.
We'll wing it.
Let's
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to the very first Woolberts Podcast. I'm Tara.
I'm Georgie.
Yeah, so this is basically a podcast all about anything knitted, crocheted.
Maybe a bit of sewing.
Yeah. If you can make it, it's most likely going to be here. So absolutely fabulous to see you all. Woolberts is something I thought up. I think it's been running about.
It's about a year. Maybe
It's not far off, is it?
Yeah, I was going to say it's nearly a year.
Definitely nearly a year. So we're nearly celebrating our first birthday, so it's always good to kick off with a podcast. Basically, I and many of my friends are very obsessed with yarn, as you all come to know. And we took a trip to the NEC for my other business and ran into a lovely gentleman doing King Cole, wasn't it?
Yeah, he had loads of wool and we just got excited.
Yeah, went a little bit skits, said that we're not actually here to see your business, but we love yarn, so we're here to look. And he said, actually, have you thought about combining the two? And then Woolberts was born. I thought, sod it, I'll just start
See what we can do.
another business, because it's not like I've not got enough to do anywhere else.
No.
So Woolberts was born. So basically all we do is stock things like King Cole. That's our main brand. We've just teamed up with another company. But I won't go into that too much because we are more about the making and what we do with the pretties. Cool. So I came about knitting when I was about, I think, 10. My nan taught me to knit. Started off with a scarf. I think it started off like this and ended like this. So I will find it. It's somewhere.
I can't remember if you've kept it.
I've got it. It's hilarious. It's brown and with a black stripe at the end.
Oh.
It's vile. Absolutely
Lovely.
vile. So yeah, that's how I came about.
I started knitting. I met Tara, and then decided that I liked all the pretty things that she was knitting, and decided that she could teach me to knit. And I thoroughly blame her for my wool obsession. It's completely your fault.
It's not me.
So there we go.
I just encourage.
Yeah, I can't remember. I think my first thing I did with wool was actually that crochet dragon. So I lie, I didn't knit. I did knit first, but the first thing I finished would have been that dragon.
That's a pretty impressive project for a first.
Yeah, I'll have to try and find it. I'll have to try and swindle it off my mum.
We'll put a picture in here if we can find
it. I'm sure I've got a picture.
Yeah.
Albeit an hilarious one with my mum. But it'll be fine.
It's all good. Well, so we will crack off then with what is going to become one of our first main segments.
Yeah.
Which is finished objects.
Should we go first?
You go first.
I'll go
you
first.
go first.
Right, I think I've got, if I can remember which bag I've shoved them in, I've got two.
You can tell we're prepared.
So, I'll do the first one.
Oh, this is the first time I'm meeting him. He is adorable.
This is Samuel the koala.
He's turned out so well.
He is a Toft-inspired animal.
We love him.
Absolutely love the Toft books. I think she's one of my favourite British designers. And I've been making lots and lots of little ones for various people, and gave the book to my boyfriend, and he said, make me a giant koala. So
as you do.
here is one giant koala. The dog doesn't like him. He barks at him a bit. I think he's a bit intimidated by him.
Oh god.
Just to make you a little bit aware, I have a Jack Russell Chihuahua, so the koala is bigger than my dog.
Size
But yeah, I'm quite impressed. He took a lot of stuff in.
He's turned out really, really well.
I'm also a bit freaked out that koalas don't have tails, apparently.
Oh.
So, feels odd making
Something
something. But yeah, this is your
Love
wall
him.
that you gave me. You donated
Oh, is
it
it?
to me. Yeah. And I've got loads left over, so now James has commissioned me to make a raccoon. As you do.
Enlarge on the menagerie. Love
Yeah.
it. He's turned out really well.
But yeah, he's.
How long did he take you?
I will say I sat down for a whole day and did him because I got really addictive. And
It wasn't long ago you told us that you were doing
no,
him.
he gets really addictive because it's so big and like they grow quite quick. I kept doing a leg and then a bit of housework and then did another leg and a bit of housework and disappeared in a day. So
Love it. I love quick projects.
yeah,
They're
he's
absolutely
lovely.
amazing.
I absolutely love him.
Love him.
So
Fabulous.
I'll have to put him somewhere.
My
Go on, you go.
finished. I'm trying to think where I've put it now.
What are you
I think I've
after?
got it ready. My finished projects. Where have I done? Ah, that's it there.
I need to find mine.
Well, I made this. This is a finish.
Oh, yeah.
I'm on a still now. But I made it when I was fat. Not that I'm like.
You're skinny now.
I've lost a lot of weight. This was quite tight when I bought it, made it.
It just looked like you bought it though.
And I absolutely love it. This is a King Cole pattern. I forget which one. I'll put it down in the notes. But it's using opium. It was my first time of using opium, and it's a really because I've only ever knit with DK, and it's to look at. It's kind of a.
It's a very bizarre wool to look
I'm a
at.
bit closer
isn't
because
it?
I don't think you can see that there. It's like a strong bit and then a really thin bit, and you do it all. I think I did it with.
Was it fours?
Yeah, I think
I'm
it
sure
was
you said it was
fours.
fours.
I mean, it says 6mm on here, but I definitely didn't do this in 6mm. I don't think.
Well, maybe because they are quite loose.
It's how long ago I made it. I really can't
What if we
remember.
find the pattern?
Yeah, but I did make it in this in the petal. That's available in the Woolberts store. I need to update iShop to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one that I finished. I think that's about a year old now. It's
I
become,
remember you finishing it.
It's become the wear around the house jobby.
It does look
Because
comfy.
it is like huge, but when it's like down, it's not too bad. Another one I did was this one behind here. I'm not going to feature it too much this time because I can't find the pattern, and it's one of my all-time favourite patterns.
I need you to find the pattern because I want to give it a go.
Again, it doesn't fit me. This is the downside
Mind
to
you,
knitting.
they're all right though because they're baggy.
Yeah, it's got a split back. I made it actually because I was breastfeeding, and it was just really easy to breastfeed in. Originally, I made my mum one in bamboo, and it worked really, really well with bamboo. And I don't think I took a picture of my mum's. I'll have to check. I will find the pattern though because it's very well loved and very well worn, and I can't find where I put it. But my actual finished project, that's a recent finished project, is this one, which is Hayfield.
Yeah, it's like
I want to say
self-striping,
Hayfield.
isn't it?
It's called Blossom.
I say self-striping,
I'm
it's
almost
self-striping.
certain it's Hayfield. They're teamed with
Shall I Google it?
Sirdar. I'm sure it's Hayfield.
Let me Google.
I know it's called Blossom. Anyway, and it was a DK, and that's this. I've not even blocked it yet. That's how early finished it is. Which is this. It's a pinafore dress, and I'm absolutely thrilled with how this has turned out because the patterning has worked out. And my pattern matching's not great, apart from this random stripe that I've got across here. The pattern matching's turned out really well because the whole top of the pinafore is in the grey.
Yes, it is a Hayfield.
It is Hayfield.
Yeah.
I thought it was. And the pattern for this is along with the dungaree pattern, I think. This turned out a bit mismatched, but I can live with that. It's on the back. So,
I love the colours on it. I like the grey.
and it really worked out well. I've just got to block it because it's like curling to hell. But that was one that I finished last week, along with this was last year, and this is on the same pattern, and I absolutely love the blue. Again, this was a bitch to pattern match, and I have actually made a
'cause of the
mistake on
colour.
it. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it. I made a mistake somewhere. Where did I do it?
No.
Here.
You?
Yeah, the green is supposed to be below the pink.
Oh, you can't tell.
So yeah, I think that my daughter's dinner's on there because she wore it the other day. But I've realised she's worn it like hundreds of times now. And I made it last year when she was born. It was one of the first items I made for her, and it was a 12 to 18 month size. And I've dropped a stitch when I was making it, and I didn't realise until the other day.
It's done well not to pull out.
And I'm
though.
quite impressed it hasn't fallen any further than that.
Beans
I
and
don't know
bits
if
gone
I
on
can-
Nora.
See that? I dropped it about 4 there.
Oh, you can pick that up easy and hide it in that.
So I whipped it off her. It's been through the washing machine and everything.
It's very good that it's not dropped down.
I'm quite a tight knitter, so I can either that or
Yeah.
I've ballsed up somewhere and it's
Or it's knotted
hold it
itself.
on. it's there anyway. So
That
yeah,
is cute.
that's my finished project. So
I've got one more,
Oh, cool.
which is a shawl. I felt like a granny saying I was going to knit a shawl. I feel
I've
a bit
not
like a
actually
granny.
seen this.
I don't think anyone's seen it. I don't think it's ventured out of my house yet. So this is. I think I bought the pattern as well.
Oh, always bonus.
Yes, I did.
You're
Here we
more
go.
prepared
In
than
my
me.
organisedness with the
Bloody
laminated
hell. Laminated and
everything, so that when I spill tea on them. So this is the super simple sock shawl.
Try that saying that fast.
Yeah. And it is. I've recently come into sock wool. I didn't really realise it existed.
I've still not tried it.
And this is one of our lovely friends invited us round for a yarn dyeing party. So I knit. I say knit one up. I dyed one.
Is this the one that you did it?
Yeah, at Amy's when we went round. So
It's turned out really well.
So this is it.
I'll help you hold it up. Is that really long?
It's massive and it's 100 grams and that's
You wouldn't
it.
think that.
Like when I started, and there's some left over.
Wow.
I think it's only about 10 grams, but it'll be alright for like a mini project or to add a colour in.
There's
I might buy an all grey something.
I've been watching, speaking of Amy, she got me into Corner of Craft.
Oh, I haven't started watching her
Corner
yet.
of Craft. She's I've gone back to the beginning because it's Amy that's got us into the whole podcasting thing. She mentioned it to me last year and I just thought, nah, it's not for me. And then Amy did one and I'm like, yeah, I really want to jump on it now.
Yeah, they are really nice.
Because she did a fabulous job. And they do, Hannah on Corner of Craft is doing I want to say it's a memory.
Like a blanket
Memory
or a shawl
blanket.
or something.
And the squares are probably about this sort of size.
Ah, that's a
And
good
I
idea.
think and it's called memory because you use the leftovers from each of your
Every-
projects, so
yeah.
you know. And it's looking fabulous, Hannah. I don't know how much she's done of it because I'm literally on like episode 5.
See, that's not bad.
So I'm really early. She's on like episode, I want to say 30. She's probably higher than that.
Something
I don't know. But yeah, it's turned out really well.
It's super squishy.
It's very squishy.
It's very warm to wear. But
Love it.
I think I need to work on my tension. It doesn't matter too much, but there is like, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. There's meant to be like, you know, like the yarn over eyelets.
Oh.
But they don't. I knit very tight.
I was going to say you're tighter than me, so that's.
But yeah, it's lovely. It's all. Reminds me very much of Is it pansies? Is that the right flower?
Yeah. They.
I think my
the ones that
mum
look like little
pointed-
faces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mum pointed it out. So everyone be prepared that you're probably going to end up with a shawl for Christmas. I'd like to do a 200 gram one because I think I like this, but I'd like it to be like a proper wrap
A wrap round one.
one.
Definitely.
But I
I
can't
love
wear
it.
this. It's too hot to wear this.
Yeah, it's really boiling in here and I'm cooking slightly.
Even though it has chucked it down.
Yeah, I
today.
was hoping it'd be a little bit cooler by now.
But yeah.
Cool.
I need to like. It doesn't need blocking though, which is really good.
Yeah,
And it's a free
do.
pattern. I think it was free off Ravelry.
try and find the link
The
and
link.
stick it.
Yeah.
We'll stick it below. In
Yeah.
there.
So it's really
Um,
it's good. I like it.
At this point, I'll mention it while you've just mentioned that Ravelry. We will have one up and running by the
You
time
setting
this
one up?
is. Yeah, I need to do it because
Yeah.
we need somewhere for you to enter our competition later.
I'm just gonna
So I will do that, and I will add details of our Ravelry and social media bits because I'm here, there, and everywhere, and you are
on Facebook.
Facebook, Instagram. You're on Instagram.
I am on Instagram.
Yeah.
Not Woolberts Instagram.
I need to add you to that.
yeah.
So yeah.
But yeah, you can see everything that we're up to and
Lots of random
just random
crap.
Yeah.
If you like random crap, it's a place to be. Yeah, so that is finished objects.
I haven't got anything else.
Have you got any whips?
Whip loads.
Whips. I don't even want to know.
I think I counted mine up the other day and I did really well, didn't I? Because I messaged you saying, oh, I've only got 6 things on the go. No. Now Christmas, I'm going to mention this word Christmas.
Oh.
It's coming. I've suddenly decided that everybody's having knitted something or crocheted something.
I'm so far
and
behind.
probably sewn something as well if I get into this sewing lark.
I'll
whips.
talk about that in a bit.
Right, shall I go with the Christmas whip?
Go for it. Why not bring
Let's
a
do
bit of
it. Right.
jolly on a sunny?
On a nice sunny day in Stafford. Let's go for a. Oh, they're all tangled up. This I've never really enjoyed using this yarn.
Oh, tinsel.
I don't like using it, but they look awesome when
It's one
they're
of our
done.
best sellers. It's so.
Is it?
Everyone's like really.
I think this must have been a ball off you. then?
I think it may. Yeah, it was. I remember you taking it.
So, this is... I don't even know what colour it is, apart from being white.
I think it's just white.
Oh, it's just called white.
Yeah, I think it's just white.
It's a 50-gram ball as well. So these, I'll get the pattern as well. And I've got a finished one. Look at this. They are Christmas trees. Apart from I need to buy...
I didn't realise you were doing the tree one.
The
cones.
The cones.
I haven't got any.
But I'm thinking I might be able to just stuff them with stuff in.
Yeah.
To be honest. So, there we go. Because I texted Tara saying, I want this colour. Do you know what this is called?
Oh, yeah, I remember
the
you
other
saying.
day. But you create 3. So you get a little one. And then this is apparently a medium.
That's the medium.
That's the medium.
Wow.
But they knit really quick, like this I did last night. It's really...
I've never seen a square
squishy.
of it. Never seen a square of it knitted.
It's a bit weird to run through your fingers when you're knitting.
When you're knitting.
Does that make sense?
That was like the opium.
But it's so squishy.
It's actually quite thick as well.
It
when it's
is.
knitted up.
Because I thought, well, this doesn't look... I said, this is thinner than sock.
Yeah.
But when it's knitted, it is really
I can see why they
chunky.
Because I thought it'd be quite itchy, but I can see why there are patterns for shawls and things with it now.
So this set was going to be for someone else, but I quite like the white, and it will go quite nicely in my dining room. So I think I've got a black ball as well. So I'm just gonna have lots of cones.
I quite like the baubles. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I quite like the
giving
baubles
them
on
a
the
go.
back.
It's quite
I'm
a good
obsessed
pattern.
with baubles. I don't know if I can find any male baubles to. I love Intasha and is it Intasha? Is that the right word?
I don't know.
Where you make loads of colours cross. I've got a little bit of a.
You
it's
like
that
your
Fair
colourway.
Isle and stuff.
You love your colourway. I can't deal with colourway.
I absolutely love it, and I've got them somewhere. It was one of the first things I made to sell.
We'll have to do a Christmassy one.
Yeah, we'll do a Christmas theme. That's a good call.
Then I can show off all my tinsel trees. So yeah,
I've got actually loads of Christmas stuff.
I know. I'm going to cast on a Christmas thing soon. So
I need to do my Secret Santa, but I don't think I can feature that.
No, I can't either.
In the podcast.
Which is annoying. It's not Christmassy though, because we're not going for a Christmassy theme this year, are we?
No, we're doing houses, aren't we?
I want a Christmassy theme next year.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the Christmas one. We'll have to do. We'll do that an episode. We'll do a Christmassy theme.
Yeah, definitely.
I say nearer the time. For knitting, if you knit, it is not nearer the time.
No, now is for
now
Christmas.
Is the time to start panicking about it.
Definitely.
I've got one more whip, but I don't know if you got anything.
Go for it. Yeah, go for it. I'll find Dylan out.
Dylan.
Wherever I'll put him.
So,
it's the only whip I've got at the minute.
Inspired by our friend Amy at Brighticus.
Yeah, I haven't seen this.
She's got a stash busting blanket, I think she calls it. Yeah. Now, she inspired me to do it as well. Because mine and her wool stash, aside from yours, which is in a shed...
I haven't even looked in there in all honesty.
I've decided that I need to do something to get rid of some of it, so I started a blanket. It is big enough to be a double. I think Amy's is a queen, I think. I don't think we can...
I don't know if we can find a picture of Amy's to show you. I'll see if I can grab one.
I think she's got one. But yeah, it's just a simple chevron.
It's about as long as the office.
It is massive. It's a double. Like, James has one end while I'm crocheting it, and
that's actually really funky.
But yeah, it's
I love this one.
Which one?
This
I think it's a cedar. I think. I've got a pink version as well.
I love it.
Before I realised that you had to buy enough wool to do an actual pattern, it was a random ball. I went, ooh, I like that.
Pretty. I like those balls.
So it's got a bit of everything in it that's come from everywhere. Like Amy said, you kind of like when you're using it, you remember what each thing was used for.
This is it. I think I just don't think I've got this much dedication. And to be fair, I don't know what leftovers I've got.
Well, this is what I thought. It only takes, I think they're about 30 grams. 30 to 50 grams. So, like, this green, I wasn't sure on the green. The green is, like, I don't know if it does it justice of how bright it is.
Let's go. There we go.
It is, like, fluorescent.
It is quite...
That's from the, you know when we go to that craft show at the NEC?
Yeah.
It was in them 3 bags.
Oh, I've got
and I didn't like it.
And I didn't want to make the pattern on the ball, I would say. It would look quite
And I thought, sod it, it'll go next to blue. And then
it works really well.
This is merino, but it's a bit. But yeah, I'm going to sock yarn. I think acrylic is. But the working out is about
versatile.
An inch each. Me and James measured a bed and realised I've got to have 75 different colours. So this is going to be, every time we podcast, I'm going to do what Amy does and show you how far I've got on it.
I need to get some of these stitch progress markery things that Amy gets as well.
They're so good. I might start making some, you know.
I absolutely love it.
But yeah, it's going to be, it's getting a bit warm at the moment to knit. I know it's only little.
Well, that was like me last year with that orange and grey one.
Yeah.
In the bloody middle of summer when I was 8 months pregnant.
Oh, we've got that picture somewhere. It's on my wall
Yeah.
at home, actually.
Yeah,
I need to put it in my craft room.
Definitely.
So, but yeah, it's good. It's on a 5.5. I think it's a 5.5 hook. It stays in this bag just
Carry it
constantly,
everywhere.
so it just goes in. I'm sure it's. It's a 5. I use a 5 on it, but
Cool.
yeah, chevron's really easy.
I've never done a chevron.
It's literally just like you do 5 and then add 3 and then 5 and then decrease 3 and then you just keep going. And it's you can
Never.
blind do it. Like I can do it without really thinking about it.
Crap.
Because I
I'm
watch Big Bang
terrible.
Theory and stuff like that.
I'm terrible at crochet.
so
Knitting
easy.
is my thing. I think crochet requires a lot
Yeah.
more practice from me.
I have got loads more whips, but I've got too many to show.
I will get a number count. I will make that my
Should we do that
challenge.
next time?
Yeah.
We'll count it.
I will do a full-on count
We'll
of
do a
my
list.
whips. I'm looking. I've got a
Only cast on
basket
whips.
down here. I'm not going to show you my storage because this looks tidy. If you saw over here, it's really not. And I have got at least that box there is full of whips.
Is that actually whips?
That's all whips.
Oh my
and
days.
I say these are whips. These are projects
I
that
found
I
mine the other
purchased
day.
and never got round. These came out the other day, so
I found these
2
the other day.
years. We bought
We
these
all
in the
bought
sale.
them
I
dead
think
cheap,
Amy
didn't we?
got some of these as well, and I bought them in the sale. And I think
Oh,
they
you
were about
actually get everything in
literally
it.
everything.
I've never opened mine.
Hobbycraft. I
Oh, the
love
wool's all right as well.
yeah, I love supporting small companies. But there's not many around, and that's one of the reasons I started Woolberts. I think Hobbycraft in Stafford,
They are good.
They are fabulous, and Ruth is like my godsend. Whenever there's anything on offer, she will point it out to me, which I will show you some of the goodies she showed me earlier, a bit later on. But yeah, I need my
I've left me
whip
yellow colour.
project. Don't leave that on.
I've left me
Excuse
orange. I think that's one of yours anyway, randomly.
But yeah, my whip projects are ridiculously big, and I will get a
Have you actually
definitive
got
number.
a whip
Yes, my
to
whip.
show?
It can look kind of looks finished. It's not. It's one of
Oh, is it
it's
like
another Toft
Samuel?
one. This one is I bought it in the John Lewis sale. I've actually found out that they're having another sale on. I've had a quick look on there, and there was a duck that was reduced to 12, and I
Is it a
can't. I
Toft
think
kit?
yeah, Toft kits.
Oh
This is
my
where I
god,
got these from.
we get an addiction we have to talk me and you.
We really need to go to Toft Fest next year.
Yeah.
I'm currently working on this one. I bought these. My daughter is 1, and these I have a yellow one.
Oh, you're dropping it
I'm
everywhere.
throwing them anyway. I have a yellow one as well. I bought these both from John Lewis last year because they were meant to be the gifts from my son. No, from my daughter to my son's when she was born. And she's 1. So it didn't happen. So this is who I'm working on at the minute. This is Dylan. And
Oh, he's actually called Dylan.
Yeah.
I thought you named him.
no, I call him Dylan.
Oh.
I don't know whether he is actually called Dylan. I
It
think
says
it's
it
called-
on the back.
See, that's the my name of the
Oh.
thing, but it does say Dylan the alien somewhere.
Oh, okay. Well, he can be Dylan then.
I'm sure it is. It's stuck anyway. I'm sure it says Dylan somewhere.
He's such a nice.
Is it
fella.
actually? I think it's on the Dylan
Oh,
the Monster.
Dylan the Monster. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's definitely
A Dylan.
a Dylan. But me and my son, who is 4, have been arguing over how many
he's
arms
so
he should
cute.
have. Because he has a aardvark, or an aardvark, however you say that, and a monster. No, he's an alien, isn't he? Ion's an alien.
Yeah, he's an alien.
Alien.
I'm sure he's out of the.
He's out of the
isn't he?
Imaginarium book anyway, by Kerry Lord. It is Kerry Lord who does the Imaginarium,
Yeah.
isn't it? So
Oh, we've got
our
people.
friend Becky made all of the kids at the wedding, at her wedding, sorry, a monster or an alien, whichever one it is.
I think
Sorry,
she
Becky,
must
if I'm
have
getting it wrong.
Stash busted.
And she basically knocked out all these aliens for all the kids, and Spencer and Fletcher got Ion and Thunderpants.
I
They're
love
amazing.
their names.
I didn't name them; the children named them. And
Ion goes everywhere.
is
He's like.
literally loved to death. Sheepy is another one.
We'll have to see if we can find them.
Sheepy is falling apart slowly.
Have you had to repair him yet?
He's lost an ear. But to be fair, he looks quite cute without an ear. So
Aw.
I don't know what happened to the ear. Maybe one of them ate it. I don't know.
It's vanished.
But anyway, this is a friend for Ion. At the moment, Dylan has no eyes
look at
and
his
2
belly.
arms. because Spencer couldn't decide whether he wanted 2 arms
Oh, his
or not.
feet have turned out really good.
I'm quite impressed. Like I say, I'm not a crocheter. It's a new thing, relatively new.
I love crocheting. It goes so quick.
It
I
took
love
me so
knitting.
much longer to learn how to crochet. I don't know why I struggled so much.
Oh, his feet are awesome.
So I've just got to order him some eyes, and Spencer has decided
Why did you
today.
not sew his eyes on?
I was gonna, but I found some really cute ones that are like,
Oh, like
slitty. Like that,
Yeah.
similar to the image.
Is he having 3 eyes?
And Spencer is still convinced that he's only having 2 eyes, but I'm going to slip a third one in
Mummy
there.
can't count.
So yeah, I think he is going to end up with 4 arms, so he is my whip at the minute. I have got many more whips, but this one is actually being worked on. I think
The rest
that
are
is-
like stashed in
Yeah.
box, like my whips.
I really, honestly, I will try and take a picture of my summer house, or I will take you on a tour of my summer house at some point.
Yeah, I was thinking of doing
Because,
that through my craft club, but now I've actually sorted it.
If you were to look in the summer house, it actually looks empty.
It does look quite neat.
I've
as
got
well.
very clever at hiding it. If you go in, we've got like
So we need a day when Tom's not here,
yeah, pretty much.
and we can just go and wind it all.
I've got a winder. It came the other day.
You've not opened
Haven't
it.
opened it
It's
yet.
so
It
awesome.
literally got delivered, and I've dumped
Is it
it
the
in the
same one
office.
I ordered?
Yeah, it's off the
Oh
link that
god,
you sent me.
it's so good, and it like you need something quite thin to put it on.
Oh.
So I bought a new unit.
Will it go on there?
Yeah,
Oh,
easily.
cool.
I bought a new unit from, I think it was from Argos, just like a little mini bookshelf, and it
Oh,
attaches
yeah.
there. But because I've not attached the bookshelf to the wall, you can hear it bang. And James is like, "You're biting one again."
Whoops. Love it.
Whoops.
So yeah, I've got that, and if you go, like I say, if you go in there, it'll look like it's just a summer house, but
You'll have to do like
furniture is
a
hollow.
picture of it before, and then like open each cubby hole as to where you've hidden it.
You have to lift the chairs up. They're like, you lift the chair up, and it's like in a pile, and there's 3 chairs and a table in there. And then
I've
there's
never
loads of stuff down the
I
back.
thought it was just like a bag.
No, the bag looks like it's actually quite good. The bag is one of these kits from, I think
Is
it's
it
the
like
Knit
a
and Stitch.
blanket?
It's one of the things that got me back into knitting when I was 21, it was when I met Tom, was these magazines that came out. There was the Art of Knitting, and it was followed by the Art of Crochet, the Art of Quilting.
You've got that one.
This is where my obsession begins to go crazy,
You
because
and
I've
magazines
got
are-
I'm terrible. Blankets are my worst obsession. I mean, this one I have.
They're addictive though. We're
This
gonna have
was my
to
first
stand
one.
up, or you have to ew.
This is what got me back
Is
in. I
this-
started it on
Oh
when
my
I was
God, we're
21,
tangled. That's
and this
how
was the
long it
very
is.
first episode. I know there was
I
another
do
one
love
before
this.
it, and this is I finished it officially when I put the border on it about 2-3 years ago.
I was going to say it's not the latest one.
And
you
this
finished.
is from the Art of Knitting, and this was
This
my
is
very
so
first
well loved.
square. This heart square, as you can tell, it's not a heart. I don't
Don't
even
we
know what the freak
progress
that
as
is.
we're knitting?
But this is my very.
Oh my God.
I don't think you can show. I will put a picture.
We're going to
up.
have to like.
It's
Oh my
like
God, look at
ridiculously
this.
like. I love it. It's got a hole in it though, so I've got to do some repair work. But this
What
was
do they
from.
call it? They call it something, don't they?
Yeah.
Oh my
darling,
God!
is
Look
it?
at you. You got a cable and everything.
But it was brilliant for testing my skills and stuff out. And that was from the Art of Knitting, the
I need
first
to
magazine.
finish my Art of Knitting magazine.
And then they're clever, these companies, aren't they? They invite you to do a second magazine, so I did that. And then they brought out the Art of Knitting again, which was a completely different
Is it the
colour
one I've
scheme.
got?
That's the one you've got. And I
Which
thought,
you
no,
didn't.
no,
You didn't do
I
it.
can't do that one.
That's when you were teaching me to knit. That
Yes.
conveniently came out
Yes.
at the right time.
It did,
didn't
'cause,
it?
but the worst thing is I've still got like the Art of Quilting. I've done about 6 squares, and I don't actually know where they've gone, so I need to find those. What have I else have got?
Have you got the Art of Crochet? Oh no, you've done your Art of Crochet.
Little Big Knits I finished. I've got the Little Big Crochet that I've started, which is a hexagon pattern.
Oh,
That's
was
technically
nice.
a whip. I've got that. I'll bring that next time.
Then we've got that one that we all do.
What's the one that's in the bag?
Is it Craya Crafts, that knit and stitch one that we're all doing?
It's the first
we do it
version
in-
of that.
Oh,
It's the first version of that.
'Cause you've got the second
I've got
one
the
as
second
well.
one as well, which
so
isn't good. The first one, the squares are like this. They're huge. I did about, I think I'd say about that sort of size. Whereas the new one, they're like this.
They're
aren't
like
they?
normal size.
Yeah,
I'd
they're
say
tiny.
normal size. They're about 10.
Technical difficulty, dodginess. Sorry, we were just chatting away and almost finished, and
It just stopped.
technology happened. Yay! But
Exciting
this
time.
screen is so much better.
Missed it.
I don't know what I did.
You could
in the
have
first one.
actually seen your blanket properly.
Sorry about that. So rewind for us, not for you guys, because this is all looking lovely and seamlessly and looks like we've just jumped to a different area of
Woohoo.
the room, but we haven't.
What were we on?
We were talking, right, we did the
Choreograph
one, that's what I was saying I was working on, so that's where I am, along with the hexagon pattern and all of that malarkey and the blanket that we were looking at, which I will put a picture of that in the little technical glitch that we just had. So it looks like I've just jumped somewhere
Whoa,
else.
it's seamless editing. Right, what are we going on to now?
We need your socks.
Socks.
I know the socks are coming
Socks.
because we've just
She's
done this
now-
whole segment.
Yeah.
So now you
right,
can go back to
see
your
my
socks.
again.
Go for it.
Right, I have decided from the grocery girls that I am going to knit socks.
I still need to do socks. I've
So-
not done socks at all yet.
I've never tried, and this is I think it's called a vanilla sock, and actually, it's on YouTube. The pattern.
Alright.
I say the pattern, like she talks you through it. I can't remember her name. I'll have to find a link.
I think someone sent me one. Was it?
I think is it me or was it Amy?
Could be.
We mentioned there's
Could
only
be.
5 of us, and the only one we've not mentioned, I feel quite bad, is Becky, because she doesn't knit, she crochets.
We will do a crocheting bit for Becky.
We'll have to do a crochet thing. I'll have to find something crochet.
I am going to do a crochet along at some point.
Yeah.
I say I will. Georgie will probably because she's better at the crochet than me.
I've never done clothes. Game on.
No. I think toys is the way to go.
Yeah, we'll do a
that.
toy.
Carry on anyway.
So this is the start of my sock. I want to try and get it in a bit of shape. It looks very square.
I will get a sock blocker for you because
Yes, I do need one.
I'm going to attempt to make some
So,
sock blockers.
This is the beginning.
I love
So
it.
I've done my heel. I was quite impressed with the heel turn.
The colours are fab.
It's a Rainbow Road, it's called, and it's a DK. I've thrown the tag, so I don't know what it actually is.
Correct
it's
us
small.
if we're wrong, Amy, because it's bright, isn't it?
It's a Brighticus yarn, and it's just so much fun. Like, it actually looks like an actual rainbow.
The colours are beautiful.
I'm very impressed with my ribbon.
The striping on it is fabulous.
It's really good. Like, you don't get bored
No.
because it changes colour. But I decided that I wanted a different heel. Being my first sock, let's change the colours. Why not? So I found a random bit of. I think this is WI actually. I think I used it in a daisy blanket I made for
okay.
someone.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Do you remember
the
the
grey
grey
one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. That
So
was a
yeah, I
lovely
thought
one.
I'd use that random little bit up. But yeah, it's dead fun. They're dead easy to be honest. They'd be good in the car for like your tube bit and this tube bit. I couldn't have done this in a car at all. But yeah, the stitch markers, I bought some new ones. Because these are more on clips, but they're dead cute. They're like sheep.
I've not got any. I've not ever used a stitch marker.
Yeah, but I'm going to use these as like progress markers.
I need some.
So I'm going to clip them
especially
probably
for
on
this
there.
if we're going to be
To
showing
say where we
progress.
were.
Yeah, I've only ever done.
I've got
egg
loads of
clips.
these, so I'm going to give you some. I've got like
Aw.
10, I think. But I need to next round put actual stitch markers on that are on loops rather than clasp. But I might do them with. I might see if I can buy like the hoops and put the hoops on them.
That'd be very impressive.
Then they could stay. But they were only off eBay. I think they were only like £2, which is cheap for a pack of 5.
Not gonna moan at that.
Um,
I will make you a stock blocker.
yes.
I will try and make.
I
you a
might
stock
end up
blocker.
making just the one
Yeah.
and framing it and go, this is my first ever sock. And because it looks quite big. I haven't got that big an ankle, but I'm sure sock making will maybe it'll do for if I ever get pregnant and get swollen
There you
ankles.
go. Cankles. Love it.
And I'll have cankles. So yeah, that's my hoe. I have got
I haven't got a hoe.
I bought another set of needles.
Ooh.
Well, no, it's from our other higher, isn't it? We ordered a sock needle for me.
Yeah,
to try.
I got randomly contacted. As
Knocking
I
on your
mentioned,
books
we
over.
actually I don't know if I've mentioned it
A
previously
little bit, I
or
think
not.
you did a little bit.
Whether it died in that point or not. If I repeat myself, sorry. But I had got contacted via Instagram by a company called Higher. In all honesty, I'd never heard of them before, but they asked us if I wanted to start stocking their range, and I said, I'll order some samples, see how we get on.
So yeah, we ordered these, and it means that I can cast on a pair of socks at the same time.
Love it.
So if I get bored of Rainbow Road, so these are, I think they're the sharps.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh yeah, they are. They say on the packet.
Does they?
But yeah, it comes with like a stitch marker as well, and there's like a pattern on the back.
I love the patterns. They've got a Ravelry page, and I think they have hundreds
Yeah.
of free patterns. And I think is it that one that I like?
The lacy one.
The lace one, yeah. I love the lace
Magnolia. Magnolia.
I think it's
down.
the Magnolia lace. Yeah, the cuff down ones.
I can't say I'm going to give it a go because I haven't tried lace in a normal thing.
I think I should do a normal sock.
Let
before I
alone in a
attempt to do
sock.
that.
So, but I've been out and then I bought
This is
some
gorgeous.
soft and silky four-ply wool.
It's
This is from
gorgeous.
Hobbies. I don't know what the colour thing's called. Purple blue mix. It's really imaginative. But
As you do in
yeah,
big companies.
I thought, well, I wanted some 4-ply and I didn't want a plain colour.
Don't
Well,
know,
I think it
like
wasn't
4-ply.
that I wanted it. Well, I think it's the same as sock. Well, we'll find out when I start knitting a sock, won't we?
We make out that we're like really, really clued up on
Yeah, no.
knitting and crocheting.
DK wool, I can do that. And
DK,
chunky.
We have ordered knitting diplomas
Oh yeah, and a crochet
and a
one.
crochet
I
diploma.
need to start that at some point.
We will keep you posted on the diploma. front.
But yeah, I'm gonna give it a go. I might cast
do
them
love
on
the
when I
colour.
get home.
I do love the colours.
I thought that they had like a reddy colour as well, but I'm not really into red. Purple's more.
So is that going to be your new cast on?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna. Oh yeah, that will go into our cast on bit as well. New cast on.
Works on quite well.
So yeah, I'm gonna cast on and then I'll review if I like these or the
High
Knit
highs.
Pros.
Yeah, I've not used the. I love the Knit Pro.
I've never heard of it, but loads of people use them. Like the
Um,
grocery girls are using higher highs.
And
I wonder
I've
if
gone
they
blank
are
on her
shop.
name. Hannah from Craft Corner uses them as
Oh,
well.
does she?
Yeah, I heard her talking about them earlier.
Because the cable's quite
It's
good.
tiny.
They are really
I'm not
small.
used to. I haven't done it. You've
It's
ordered me some Knit Pro ones.
So
I haven't
weird.
tried
They
them
are
yet.
actually really sharp compared to the others, which
But
is
I am
nice.
going to give them a go. I will. I'm not going to do a sock this month because I've got way too much to do, as I'll talk about in a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, so my new cast on is going to be one that I wanted to stock, but I haven't been able to order from King Cole just yet because there's a particular shade that I'm waiting for that comes out on the 15th, which is when my order's been delayed to. So I went into Sheepcraft. Is that right?
Is it in Hensford?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sheepcraft.
I'm sure it's Sheepcraft. I'm sure they're called Sheepcraft.
I will double check and I'll put the
Shall I
link
have
somewhere.
while
I'm
you're
sure
talking,
it's
I'll have
Sheepcraft.
Facebook.
But it's this one. I saw it in the new range from King Cole, and as soon as I saw it, I knew it was one I wanted to do. And it's pattern 5043, and it's this. I absolutely love it. It's a new range, and I'm falling off my stool. It also covers patterns stash enhancement as well. This sort of thing because it's got this, which is the new Calypso wool. I think it's been out a bit now, a few months, I would say.
Yeah, I saw it when I went. Where did we go? I think it was Amerton.
Amerton, yeah.
Yes, it is Sheepcraft.
Yeah, Sheepcraft in Hensford. They're absolutely fabulous.
They
If
are
you ever want
gorgeous.
to go, I always shop local if I can for stuff like this. Even though I buy King Cole, that sun is going to be annoying now, so apologies for this like
Squidgy.
hue that's going on my jumper. So yeah, they're absolutely fabulous in that. I think they're a married couple. I think
Oh,
they are.
I've never been. I need to go.
Sorry if you're not. But they're absolutely amazing. All I said was I wanted the new off-the-shoulder knitting pattern from King Cole, and she went straight to it and got it for me. So I've gone with the grey. I'm literally going to make it like the image. So we've got the grey, and I've lost the white.
Is it in this bag?
Technical
Use your white.
difficulties. Here we go. So that's the white one. It still looks a bit
What's in the
yellow.
bag? Oh, does it look cream?
Maybe.
It's definitely bright white
It's
though.
bright white. I
will
don't
vouch
think
that
I've
it is
seen-
bright white.
And they're so squishy and soft.
I was going to say they are really nice.
I forget what they are. Polyamide and premium acrylic.
100
and
grams.
They are so nice and soft. So I will be
It's
stocking
very
these.
silky.
Very. And we also mentioned about doing this as a knit along because Georgie wants to learn how to do clothes.
Yeah, I've never done clothes.
So I said that she fancied this pattern as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I love the wool.
So I'm going to make it, and then if all goes well, because I think if I make it, then I'll know better whether it'll work or not. And then we may attempt a crochet along, a knit along, with that one. So the kits will then be available from our shop. Yeah, so that's going to be what I
This
cast
is
on.
cute.
It's so soft and so squidgy, and I really can't
What
wait to
needles
stop.
does it use?
I was going to say 6, but that's a lie. 4 mil.
Oh yeah.
Is
4
it
mils?
asking for 4 in there?
Yeah, 3.75s and 4s.
I need to get some
Circular
375s.
needles. Are they not in our knit pro set?
No, I think it's just a general consensus across all brands. Whenever I've bought a kit, I don't even think there's any in this higher set.
Yeah, we'll have to order them separate.
I need to get some, and I will get some knit pro.
I ordered a really short cable for that set of needles. I'll bring the needles next time. I love
the only other stash enhancement for me, I went into Hobbycraft. It was on...
When did we go?
Wednesday?
This week? Tuesday or Wednesday?
Tuesday, Wednesday.
What was today? Friday? Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
I can't
Tuesday,
remember.
Wednesday.
Tuesday or Wednesday.
I needed a rant anyway, so we went for coffee. You'd already been in Hobbycraft, hadn't you?
Yeah, I got there a bit early and decided that I was going in and buying fabric.
And I just thought that was rude, so I needed to go in again. So
Yeah, no, I went in again and bought more stuff.
as you do. So we were looking at you were talking about your stash buster with the one from Amy, weren't you?
Oh yeah, so
And I think this could possibly work very similarly, and I think this is going to be something I'll probably do on
I
our
love the
camping
purple.
stitch. Fucking, I absolutely love it, and it's from Sidar, however you pronounce it, and I think it could work really well as a
It would be
stash
a good
buster.
stash buster.
Think it,
Buster.
Buster.
Can't get my words out.
And it's done from a chart as well.
Oh, is
which,
it?
I
that's
mean,
clever.
it has got it written, it has got it in chart form, which I think is quite helpful. And it was
Yeah.
only £1.65.
Oh, that's cheap.
And Ruth, bless her, at Hobbycraft, also found these ones out, which were a bargain. And I absolutely love them, and I can't wait to do them, because I've mentioned I love Fair Isle items, especially this blue one. I've never done a pattern though, so I don't know what they're going to be like to read. But I'm so excited about this one.
You're so good with colour work as well.
10p.
You're so good with colour work.
I can't wait to do it.
I haven't got the patience.
So excited about colour work. I love it. Any Intarsia type stuff, more than happy to give it a go.
Yeah.
I love the pattern it makes.
It does look nice.
So yeah, I think that's all my stash enhancements.
Right.
You've got
have
any
I got
stash
anything?
enhancements?
I've got a cast on.
Oh, yeah,
another
go for it,
cast
sorry.
on, and then I have got some stash enhancements.
I'm
Actually.
jumping ahead.
It's only
all
because
combined.
we've mentioned this. This is my nice Toft bag that came free when I ordered
I don't
some
know where
bits.
my stuff is. Oh,
I
I've got
had
that
two of
somewhere.
these because I placed 2 orders within like a week of each other, and then I gave my mum one. Was it you I gave it to, or was it my mum?
No, but I've got your book.
My sheep book!
I will find
I'm
that
so
for you.
excited!
I have got it. It's just hit me. Sorry.
Oh, I
will get that
I
for
love
you.
Toft because they send some randomly I had a badge with a
Oh yeah,
frog
they do,
on
don't
it.
they? They put loads
Yeah.
of random things in.
Like, they're dead cute. They're such a cute company, and I'm obsessed with them. So I've got a whole pod of Toft.
But yeah, my obsession is slowly growing a lot.
It's good. So I knit one of these last year. This is a pattern that I got off you actually.
Oh yeah, we had that in the
So,
shop.
As
think
I've
they're still there
mentioned,
as well,
I've
actually.
got a small dog, so it doesn't take too long to knit. So
One fancy knitting kilo one. I'm not gonna
oh
lie.
no, yeah, max it takes like about a day.
Yeah. My battery's having a flash as well.
Oh,
Sorry,
no.
guys.
Let's plug it in.
We've already had
before
it
we lose.
cancel
I'm
out
not
on us
having
once.
this again.
I'm not going through this again. So excuse me while I have a bit of a furk. That doesn't sound well at all.
So my cast on.
Carry on,
I've mentioned
sorry.
Christmas.
Yes.
This is a pattern I got off you last year. Now I'm a bit obsessed with my dog. Everyone knows it. I'm not even gonna lie. Little Max and his little underbite. I've done this jumper. I'll have to try and find a
Love
picture,
it.
and we might have to put it in at the end.
Yeah, yeah.
or
definitely.
in now, whenever. But yeah, I did this last year. It's a reindeer. It's got no eyes though. I realised this when I pulled it out the other day.
I ever realised that.
I don't think it's got any eyes on it, so I'll have to sew some eyes on it. But
Didn't know.
I found it in the cupboard the other day when I was sorting my room out after our dilemma of the ant infestation when they came in under the thing, and we had to pull all my laminate up in my craft room, and
Nightmare.
it's given me the excuse to sort it. So I found this, and I'm really happy that I found this. So Max is going to have this one. This year.
The Santa Claus.
The Santa Claus one. So he's quite a small dog, but I think he takes the medium size.
What size does it go up to?
Extra large, 84 centimetres around the chest, which is quite big, really.
I've got a feeling it still won't fit.
Because
you,
Max is between 44 and 52 last year when I did it for him. But
measure
if
kilo.
you do the Santa one, or basically anyone that isn't this, because this has got a ribbed chest bit,
Yeah.
these are just bands.
Should be alright with that then.
So
I
you
think.
could just do it for kilo. Just a
I love the
massive
snowman
band.
one. I'm not gonna lie. I
Yeah, the
absolutely love
snowman is
snowman.
cute. The snowman is actually, I don't know, actually you can see it better there.
Yeah, I love the snowman one. My
But
favourite.
yeah, I love this because it's actually got a pom-pom on.
Yeah.
Max's has. But yeah, so I've been in, got the wall. This one came off you, which is
Oh, yeah,
another
I
merino
remember.
DK. I think it's been in my cupboard for months. I've got my, this is how prepared I am. Look, I've got my needles in my bag and everything.
Dedication, that is.
This one's another king coal, but I don't think this one came up. I can't remember if this came up.
Yeah, I ordered some.
Did it? Yeah.
I had that in a sandy colour at Christmas. Everyone went mad for it.
See, I don't like knitting with it, but it
I'm not
needs it.
keen, but customers love it.
So yeah, it's dead. Oh god, it's got bits in it already. And then these working coal. This was a
Gold, I think.
dolly mix,
I don't think.
but I
I've done
caked it
yellow
up.
gold.
I think it came in a random bag you ordered. Like you ordered a random colour selection, didn't you?
Oh yes, I did have one yellow, didn't I?
Yeah, I think
I did
I
have one yellow.
dipped it.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if this is king coal or not. I'm not even gonna lie. This is a random black.
Can't go wrong with black, can you? It's
So
black. It's
we're all prepared. This is.
sorted.
I'm in the bag.
Ready to go.
Pattern, needles, the lot. It doesn't look like it'll be too hard to do. I don't think it'll take me because it's
You
max. It
really
won't
smashed
take me-
out the reindeer one when that one.
Yeah,
was
I
done.
really enjoyed it. That's why. Stash enhancement. Oh, actually, I've got a gift for you.
Okay.
So
Should I be scared?
no, it's because of project bags.
Oh right. Okay.
So this reminds me. So earlier on, I got the sewing machine out because I'm doing my curtains.
Oh, have you done it? Oh. Oh
So
my.
this is for you.
Oh, that is amazing.
This is my first ever sewing thing I've ever done.
Oh,
so if
my
it falls
days.
apart, but it's got interfacing in it and everything.
I am impressed. Look at that.
But I didn't have any plain stuff to match, so I went into Primark earlier and bought a pillowcase.
My days. Look. Oh.
But I thought it's quite big, and like I bought the fabric, didn't I? And you absolutely loved it. So you need to put something in it. I don't know how big it is,
These will go.
but I'm quite impressed. It actually worked quite well. I'm gonna have to do myself one. Oh, look at
That's it.
So,
Now I've got to
yeah.
start it now. I've got to
You've
start
got
it
to.
now, haven't I?
that. So that's for you, my dear.
Thank you. I love it.
I love it. I'm addicted. I'm gonna make some more.
I need to get the sewing machine out. I really I actually do need to get the sewing machine out.
But this is cute. I thought this one, like, it came with like fat quarters, and it didn't even use the whole thing. And then this was just a pillowcase. I'm not even gonna lie. I went in with these earlier and was like matching them up.
Colour is like spot
It's
on.
really
though.
good.
Is that why you went to Primark?
Yeah, I went to Primark to buy pillowcases and spent
she came back with
60
loads.
quid.
That is amazing.
Not on pillowcases, but it's all the like crafty bits that you like. I thought it was really nice.
It doesn't even matter what the project is.
You could put
You've
anything
got
in
sewing
it.
in there as well as knitting and everything. My mum used to have one of these.
What?
Tomato things.
Oh, what?
Tomato pin thing.
Oh my! I need to make a pin cushion, but yeah.
I love it. Thank
So,
you
yeah,
very much.
No problem. I feel really like addicted to make them all now. I feel like I'm gonna go home and make another one.
I've not got any. I was literally about
Have
to
you
say
not
I've not got
got
any
any
project bags.
Well, there you
other
go.
than
You've
that
got
top
one, but I think I need some. I don't know whether this. You'll have to let me know if the stiffness of the interfacing is.
The more you get using it, it'll
Yeah.
loosen up. But I think that's going to help with the structure of the bag.
Yeah, because I put it together and it was a bit
So neat.
flimsy.
So neat.
I feel like I'd be alright at quilting.
You'd be smashing. You should see my efforts. When I find it, I will show you. They're hilarious.
So I've got.
Love it.
I'm
Thank
not gonna
you.
lie. I've got quite a bit of stuff in hand.
Okay, go for it.
So-
I didn't really have that much.
I'm gonna make another shawl out of this. This is
I
again.
love
This
that.
is a bride Cashans.
Love it.
It's got very pale like yellows and pinks.
Very subtle, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's like a washed look.
Yeah.
I think that's the word we'll use for it.
It's very beachy-fied, I think.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna make another shawl out of that. But I don't
think
know.
that looked nice.
I think I found a pattern on Ravelry,
Oh yeah.
and it's called. Is it Hohi? I don't know how you pronounce
Well, I
it. Is it
think
Hohi Lohatelli or something?
I think I've seen that. I don't know where I've seen it.
I bought a pattern ages ago with some other yarn that I bought, but I'm thinking I might try this with it
That's pretty.
and get a grey and a cream
I think that could
to
work.
go with it. Now,
Yeah,
I
that
think
could
this
work.
is the Suburban wrap.
I think that could work.
So I'm going to use it for the lilac-y bit, I
I
think.
love it.
And then
That's definitely a wrappy.
yeah,
wrap
and then
one,
get
isn't
a plain and then like a grey or something, or yeah, I think a
it?
grey.
There's so many colours in that you can pick up on.
I think
so
two
many.
neutral colours and then
Yeah.
this to bring it out.
Definitely.
So I think it's only like oh that's gone. $5. I think it is. I think it's like is that about £3 or something.
I'd say it's not a lot.
It's
is
not
it?
a lot.
Nothing.
I am a sucker for hand-dyed yarn at the moment, which is really, really bad. There it goes, it's on the floor. I ordered this, you know about this.
Yes. Oh, these.
So these came off Etsy, and I love mini skeins, and I want to do a gradient shawl. I'm obsessed with shawls at the moment. And these are a mini set, so there's 80 grams worth.
They're so cute.
But they're so cute, aren't they?
I love the colours.
And
they
it's 90% wool. But it's inspired by the Votes for Women on the WI.
Oh.
And I think it was like a medal or something that had
Yeah.
this greeny colour
that,
and
yeah.
then white and then purple. But yeah, I thought they're really cute.
They are gorgeous. I would never have thought of putting
No,
purple
or
and green
me.
together.
But I think it'll make a really nice
This
like
one is beautiful.
yeah, they are really nice. And they're gradiented so well.
It works really well.
And when it arrived from this Folkestone Harbour Yarns, it came like with a little card, and I got a 5% off my next purchase with them.
Put their details in there somewhere.
Yeah, so I'll stick them on, but they're really good, and it's shipped. I think they dispatched it in the one day and it was there the next. So
Brilliant.
I can't really complain at that. So they're lovely. I'm going to cake them up. I can't. It
so
breaks my
cute.
heart a little bit to cake them.
They look so pretty, don't
They're
they?
so cute
They
in a
really
mini.
are.
And then I've only got one more bit of stash enhancement.
So much
And
more
I've
prepared.
opened it, and I haven't actually opened it, if you know what I mean. So I ordered some stitch markers,
Ooh.
and they're Harry Potter themed.
Wow.
And she only had one left in stock, so I'm really annoyed because I think I would have ordered two.
Yeah.
But it's got some other little stitch markers on it, which are quite cute, aren't they? So like,
they're cute.
there's like she's put it's in a lovely little bag, and they've got like made with love, and I don't know if I'll be able to get into it.
That's got a good knot on there.
That has got a really good
Just
knot.
lied to you. I have got some stitch markers.
Oh, have you?
And it's just come to me. That one's
I'm
reminded
going to
me.
have to put them on because they're really little.
Amy bought me a
They're so
themed
Oh, the box.
box for my birthday with daffodil. The yarn was called.
Oh, have you got a daffodil stitch marker?
And I think it's not. I think it's very similar to that with Love Heart.
Oh,
one.
is it? Because I got one and it's got a daisy in it, I think.
Yeah.
Daisy's mine one.
I'll have to bring
Oh
that
god,
next
there's
time.
buttons in here and everything. So she's put like little buttons
That's
in.
cute. I think I have some
Like, I
similar
didn't-
to that.
I didn't pay for them. Like this is what I actually ordered.
That is beautiful.
Oh my days, they're all tangled. I think there's 12. I
I
think
love
she
the
said.
safety pin. Oh wow.
But they're all Harry Potter
So you've got
themed.
a werewolf, a wizard.
There's a lightning bolt. I think I saw online. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Wand, a
A
feather,
one- an owl.
scarf. Oh, the scarf.
I'll have to.
I think the
I'm gonna have
scarf's
to try
my
and stand
favourite.
up and show you them because like. Oh come on, focus. We've got a wizard. Is that a wolf?
Yeah,
Some
I'd say that's a
description.
werewolf for Sirius.
We've got like a little witch. The lightning bolt, obviously. Little wand.
That's so sweet.
They're really cute, aren't they? And because I'm a bit of a nerd, the feather. The scarf's
That's my
adorable,
favourite.
isn't it?
I think that's my favourite.
I like
hands down.
this one.
Oh
Actually, that one.
yeah.
It's proper sweet.
Oh,
a broom.
cute.
The hat. Oh, there's a sword, but I can't untangle it very easily. And like a little owl. But they're all on this like nappy pin. Is that what they're called? Are they called nappy pins?
It's like an old style nappy pin, but it's like blinged up, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like
that
got
one?
diamantes on it. So yeah, they're my stitch markers. They're going to
Very
go on my
sweet.
socks because I feel like they won't get as tangled as my
Yeah.
clips.
I love them.
But they're only like £4 off eBay,
That's a bargain.
which is quite cute, really.
Love it. Absolutely love it.
They're easy to store, I think, on them. I might just get a little
Yeah, I was
hook
gonna
in
say,
there.
you just need a little bit of ribbon
On the cupboard
somewhere.
door.
Yeah, and
just
just
hang
hang
'em.
to go. Oh, they're really cute.
But they're cute.
Very, very, very cute.
I think.
Is that all your stash?
I think that's everything that I've bought with me.
I was going to say, if you saw my actual stash, it would be hilarious.
We'll just do it bit by bit.
That's pretty much it then for stash, isn't it? As I mentioned earlier with Higher the Needles, they have asked if we would be willing to stock their stuff, so we ordered some samples. I have not had a chance to use them, to be honest. The one thing I have had a chance to use, actually I think they're in Dillon. I think they're in Dillon. And I'm going to add these into the shop, I think. I'll put a link up for the shop. Not these particular ones, because they're mine, and I love them.
Oh yeah, I've got got mine on my keys.
And it's Snips. I've never heard of Snips before, and I think, don't quote me on this, I think they're okay for planes. So if you go on
I'm pretty
holiday,
sure they are.
you can use them on planes. And they do so many different ones, and I've got lots to stick on there. There's puppies. I think you had a cat,
I've got
didn't
a
you?
cat.
And mine was an octopus, and I absolutely love him. And here he is. If I can get some focus. Sucks, doesn't it, with the...
We'll have to take like a picture of them.
Yeah, I think I might need to.
But they're so cute. I
Yeah.
use mine all the time.
But they're so cool, and it literally just pops out, and then you've just got these little snippers.
Yeah, comes on
And
my keys.
I think they're amazing. You got the cat, didn't you? See, that's about right there, isn't it? If I hang him a bit better.
Just they're so useful.
I just absolutely
Oh, I think it's
love him.
sleeves.
Just so cute. It looks kind of pink there, but he's actually purple.
No, he is like a proper nice purple.
So I'm gonna list some of these into the shop. I think when I do the next shop update. I look very Huey-fied now.
It is really like. Yeah, that sun has come out.
It's like
all of a
I
sudden.
might have to turn the light off. Bear me 2 seconds. Let me see if it makes any difference.
We need to get a blind.
There we go.
Oh yeah, that's a bit better. We need to get like a little blind.
I'm still
or
like
something.
an angel.
It's because you are.
Of course. So yeah, I wonder. Yeah. So
Oh, that's a bit
That's
better.
better. that's our little octo. So I'm gonna stick these in the shop. I think they're about £3.50. I think they are.
They
But
are
they are
cute.
so amazing, and like I say, I'm using it. This is my progress bag at the minute.
Well, you've now got a new one.
So now I've got my new one. So that's awesome.
I feel the need to make them all.
I think
I
he's
feel
gonna
like
be
I'm going to make
finished.
another bag
But yeah,
when I get in.
I think I will quite happily take more of it. But this is my higher stash. So thank you for sending it up. And I have to say, I ordered it with them. I've got like
Dust everywhere.
dust everywhere.
Oh, here's all your snips.
Um,
I'll get your snips
yeah,
out.
there's
Oh,
I think
no,
that's
they're
them.
there.
That's them. I have got one that is kind of used, but I've got it in there. But they've got loads of notions, tins. The stitch markers are amazing.
They
don't know if I've
are.
got
I
any of
really
them.
want a pair. I
Oh,
nearly
here they are.
texted you the other day saying, "Have you got a pair?"
I do like their stitch markers. They are these, and I don't know if I can get them out to show you, but I can
They're
show you through the
adorable.
packet. And they're little balls of wool.
They are actually adorable.
I absolutely love them.
They'd be so good, like on a blanket.
I think they look so
Oh,
cute.
do you know what they'd work well on? My blanket that I can't show.
Ah.
My blanket that I'm going to write a pattern for eventually.
Oh yes, that one.
So yeah, they might be good on that. I need to do some stuff. These are the snips. They're the
Oh
doggy
yeah,
ones.
that's the dog one, isn't it? But yeah, these are all going to go in your shop. I think this will be the shop update for this week.
Yes.
By the time this goes live, it'll probably be around then. So I'll put a link for our Etsy. But yeah, I think I'll go into these a little bit more. But their project bags are so cute.
They are. They're really nice size. I might
Um,
make a sock project bag.
Yeah, really sweet. But they have got loads. This is my favourite set so far. Probably the most expensive as well. I can't actually remember how much it is. That's how bad and prepared I am. This sun's a bit annoying. But yeah, so it just opens out, and then you've got all the
It's so well thought out, like the actual design.
everything in there. But I will go into those in a load more detail when we have a chance to actually use them. So yeah, thank you to Hire to reaching out to us and giving us a chance to work together. So it'd be
Yeah.
interesting to.
It'd be nice as well to come up with some new, because we're like, I think me and you are both Knit Pro
Oh
addicts,
yeah,
aren't we?
that's been pretty much
Like
where
the
my
staples, and I'm one for hobbycraft needles.
yeah.
Since you bought me that Knit Pro set, that's
I
been a set
love
I
it.
absolutely use. I'll
But yeah,
show you them next
Always
time.
willing to try something
Yeah,
new. If
it's
anyone
nice
wants
to-
us or has any suggestions of things to try, please let us know
Yeah.
on the Ravelry page or down below.
Or Facebook.
Absolutely brilliant. So that's pretty much it for their team ups. Like I say, our other team up is King Cole, which we feature a lot. I will get a blind here
I was going to say, we need to get a thread or
because they
something.
look very
Lit up.
angelic. So yeah.
What else have we got? We got our Brighticus yarn.
Yes, we have also got our competition. So competition this time, we mentioned to Amy from Brighticus
For most of my wool
that
stash.
the sponsor, Georgie is sponsored by Brighticus Yarns
Yeah,
this
near
week.
enough.
We mentioned to her that we were going to be doing it, and I recently gave her a gift for her podcast from Woolberts, which was I think it's still running.
Yes,
I think
it is.
hers
I think
is
it's
still
till this
running.
week, maybe.
So if we get this up quick enough, I will put a link there. Obviously, if it's too late, sorry.
We can link it to the podcast.
But
though,
yeah,
can't we?
and it was basically a load of dolly mixes and some Stash Buster ideas with some alien patterns and things like that. I'm gonna sit here because I think
if you go a bit closer.
Goes with it.
Yeah.
Sorry if
now
I get too
we're gonna
close.
go back.
So yeah, these are what Woolberts have donated to the Brighticus Yarns podcast. But the Brighticus Yarns podcast.
What's a mouthful?
I can't talk now. It's going mad. But Amy kindly ran these round while she was walking Reggie.
Did she run it round? Oh, I thought she'd done it today.
No, she did it last night while I was working at my full-time job. It's not a job, but I absolutely love it. Which is this, and it is the first time I saw it literally just before we went live.
It's stunning.
And it's so pretty. I think that's the best light for it, actually.
Yeah, in fairness, the lighting's really
It's
worked
very
quite well.
similar to the camera look.
It's like proper tangerine-y,
It's
rusty.
gorgeous. And I love this speckle bit. And it's called
so nice.
Autumn is Coming, and it is so autumnal.
So appropriately timed.
Brilliant.
She just works so well with...
How long has she been dyeing now?
When did we go round?
Start of the year, was it? She
Yeah.
started testing it out herself. We went round not long ago, and I haven't got my yarn to shade that I dyed.
Oh, yours was lovely. Yours was so bright.
It's very purple. I'll bring it next time. I'll hopefully have something made with it. We'll see. So yeah, this is a DK, and it's 100 grams, 300 yards I think it was. Yeah, 300 yards on that one, and it is a 75% super wish. Is that
Super wash?
Super
I
wash.
think they are.
That was it, and 25% nylon. And it's absolutely stunning. I don't think the camera is going to do it justice. There's lots of hints of little purples in there. And the speckling on it is just gorgeous. That piece there is amazing. I don't know
It's
if
such
you
a
can-
nice colour as well.
excuse my nails, because it's trying to focus on my nails. Let me get rid of my nails. There we go. Absolutely gorgeous. So Amy over there at Brighticus Yarns has quite kindly donated that for us. So we're going to get a set up on Ravelry.
Yes.
Yeah, when it's up and running, and show us some finished projects and tell us what you'd like to do with this if you
We could
win
do
it.
it on Facebook as well.
Yeah, I think we'll do it everywhere. Yeah, because we'll get a good uptake, I think. So enter twice, one on Facebook, one on Ravelry. Get 2 names in.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, show us some finished projects, if you've got any, and if not, just tell us
Should we
what
just
you
go
do
with
with it.
anything?
Yeah, just post anything on there.
And then what you do with that?
And what you'd like to do with this if you won it. And then on the next podcast we'll announce a winner, because it's absolutely gorgeous.
It is stunning.
Absolutely pretty. So yeah, thank you very much again, Amy, for that one. Very much appreciated.
It is lovely.
It's so pretty. It's not going to fall on the floor. Please don't fall on the floor. There we go.
No, it's
fine.
okay. It's
It's
okay.
safe.
It's stopped.
It's safe. There we go. It's safe. All good. All good. Yeah, so that's pretty much it then for knitting. Oh no, one more thing.
Oh.
It's not knitting. I will put the pattern up as Georgie's done a bit of sewing. I've set myself a challenge. We've just finished completely doing everything for the wedding.
Oh yes, because you got married.
I got married last week, was it?
Yeah, not this Monday. Gone, the one before.
One before.
The 30th.
The 30th of July. We got married. So now that's everything's calmed down quite a lot from there.
And we've actually got space in here again.
Yeah, I've reclaimed the office. If anyone follows me on Facebook, you will have seen the picture that I put up of the office. It wasn't workable. It's still pretty messy on this corner. That's why you will never see it. On that one, we're all right here. I can cope with a little bit
This
of
bit's okay. Don't worry.
slimming worldy stuff. But I am going to attempt to make my daughter's christening gown. She was hopefully should have been christened when she was 0 to 3 months. Never happened.
No.
Life got in the way. She's now 12 months, and the pattern it is a free pattern, so it's on Pinterest. I got it from Pinterest. I'm gonna do
Is
this.
it from Pinterest?
Pinterest, yeah. There we go. I'm not as yellow now. Pinterest, yeah. It's a blessing gown, and I will find the details and put it up. I wish I printed a picture off because I will show you, but that is my, not a cast on, but I've started it. I know it's stored in my Pinterest anyway, but it's my cast on, kind of. It's a sew on.
Sew on. We'll get the sewing machine out.
Sew on. It's called a sew on. So I've got lots of lace on the go.
Oh,
I
I forgot
bought
you
this
bought this.
ages ago, and I'm so glad that I bought double the amount, because now it will be, if I get it wrong first time, I'm screwed.
Oh, there's way too many to choose from.
Yeah, it's a
You'll have to
beautiful
find
pattern. But I've got all the lace trim and the extra lace trim and the linen, so that I will upload a couple. I've managed to do, because I'm trying to upgrade from the 0 to 3 to a 12-month pattern, so I have made a dodgy prototype, I will show Eleanor wearing the dodgy prototype
Oh, it is
here.
a fantastic picture.
My little runway model, as you can see. So yeah, that is my other sew on. I'm gonna
You
call
need to
it.
get that going because that's going
I've
to be
got 2 weeks. 2 weeks to do it. She gets christened in a month. No.
second, doesn't she?
How long?
So it's under a month.
Under a month she gets, but we go camping in that time. I have 2 solid weekends, and I've just said that I'm going to decorate this weekend, so that's probably not going to happen now.
I love it. Just let that fall.
I'm just trying to shove some stop the sun. I know we're almost finished now anyway, so it's not really the end of the world.
Yeah.
So it's fine. Cool. So yeah, that was it. So if it is that you're not interested in general life side of stuff, finish off now. We'll just fill you in on our general life. But thank you very much. If it is that you're dropping out now, we won't take offence. But yeah, we will see you next time. If it is that you're not going to stick around for a few more minutes. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. General life.
General life. Mentioned, got married.
Yes.
2 weeks ago.
Yes. It was fantastic. You'll have to
amazing.
put some pictures in at the end.
Yeah, I'll put a little screen through of what's been going on.
Yeah, you'll have to definitely put that selfie one in. That
Yeah.
was amazingly
Amazing. Bryce Yarns and Tommy K, our droney, I'm going to call him for the day, kindly did some droning for us at the venue, free of charge.
The video was amazing.
They room raided the bridal suite.
Took a nice selfie.
Took a great selfie.
We'll put that in.
There you go. It was amazing.
It was so nice. I want to go back and do it again.
I would love to do it all over again. Nothing went wrong.
It was fantastic.
It was amazing.
And you did look stunning.
Thank you.
It was awesome.
I felt it.
It was so good.
It was amazing. General life, other than that, I don't know.
Why don't you do a bit of an introduction about yourself?
Yeah.
Like,
We haven't even said where we're from. How bad's that?
oh yeah.
So-
Oh well, we're from Stafford. Not that it matters because we're now at the end.
Yeah. Sorry.
But yeah, I don't know what there is a lot to say about
No.
Stafford really.
No.
It's in the middle of the country.
Yeah, pretty much in the centre of everywhere.
It's alright.
The accent is not Brummie. I do sometimes come across as Brummie. Apologies, I'm not.
I sometimes sound a bit farmerish, but that's because I'm from down south
Yeah.
originally. But what can we say?
Yeah, 30. Don't say how old you are because it makes me feel even worse.
What else? I don't know what else. What else?
You can say how old you are. I won't go crazy.
I did I buy you a birthday card, didn't I? And then
Yeah.
went and changed it because I remembered you were 30. I was like, no, we need to remind you about how old you actually are.
Thanks.
You'll get revenge
I
eventually.
will eventually.
You've got a few more years. I don't know what to say.
No.
General life.
Yeah.
Um,
Nothing much has really happened other than the wedding recently, is it?
no, I've had 2 weeks off work. Decided to redecorate my kitchen.
Yeah, and it's looking
It's
good.
now not salmon.
It's looking good.
Me and James bought a house. 2 years ago now.
That's gone quick.
And it was like literally like
Majorly quick.
I think I could have charged people to come and look at the 70s. Couldn't I?
It was literally like a
was
museum.
Awful.
Not gonna lie. It was a museum, and very musty.
Yeah, it absolutely stunk. There's no ifs or buts about
Not
it. It
saying
didn't
that
smell like
stink.
damp or anything.
No,
it was just
no.
an old lady had lived there for like 30-something years.
A very old.
And it had never been decorated since the 70s. And
it had some funky ass wallpaper.
yeah, I'll have to find some pictures and we'll stick them in at the
stick 'em
end. But yeah, we kind of half started the kitchen, and it's the room that I hate doing the most because you always need your kitchen.
Yeah, definitely.
And now that we like live properly in it, we're not living off like when we first moved in, we were living off camp stoves and
it's hilarious.
we had no cooker or anything, and it was dead fun. But I've now decided I'm really sick of the salmon in
Salmon's
there.
gotta go.
So I've
should see our lime
painted the
green.
little bit of the end, haven't I?
It looks fabulous. The bit that you've done.
And then other than that, I've just knitted loads while I've been off,
Yeah.
which has been nice.
There's not really
so-
much. My end. The marriage was pretty much the bit. We've been together 9 years this year. 10?
Is it?
2009. No, 9 years this
Are you
year.
going to keep counting, or are you going to go back for your now we're on 1?
No. I've earned those 9 years with him.
You need a medal.
You get less for murder. So
Yeah.
I'll still count the 2 different anniversaries. Got 3 children.
They are adorable.
4, 2, and
Is he
1.
nearly 3?
Yeah, 3 in October.
Oh my days. I feel
Spencer
so like
starts
old.
school this year.
I'm
That
gonna
makes me
cry.
feel old.
I was just showing
Shopping.
him in the technical difficulties.
Oh yeah.
The pictures of him when he was a baby.
Is that me? Yeah, no, they are awesome kids. Fletcher's going through the adorable stage of
No.
tantrums, screaming, not going to sleep. Never had it with Spencer.
No, you never really had
I don't
terrible
remember.
twos.
He did go through a stage of not getting it, of wanting to sleep in our bed all the time, and that's pretty much Fletcher at the minute. He falls asleep at the top of the stairs at the minute. I don't know whether that's classed as child cruelty.
Yeah. He's not going to fall off, is he?
It's fine. So yeah, we're just like scooping him up, but he is constantly in our room at the minute. But Eleanor, she's sound.
Yeah, she's good.
Put her down. Gone.
Done. That's it.
Wake up 9. Wakes up. Sorted. It's brilliant. But
So much so that I forgot that she actually was here
when you
while
were
we were babysitting him. I was like, oh my days, I better go and check if
Oh,
Eleanor's
yeah.
alright.
it was amazing. But yeah, that's pretty much it really for generals at the minute.
I don't think I've got a lot now.
No.
No, that's about it. Oh, me and James looked at wedding invites. We've done
Oh
that.
yeah, these are getting married next year.
Yeah, I finally made him sit down and choose some. I was meant to do that today and I forgot. Oh well, I'll do that this weekend.
Yeah,
Actually, do you know what? I'm going to do it when I'm on nights next week. I'm going to sit down and write all the stuff.
Yeah.
It's just so much, isn't it? The stuff that you have to do.
Definitely, but I think that is pretty much
Yeah, I think we're done.
it. So absolute massives of thanks for sticking throughout this
Technical difficulties and rambling.
I don't even know what to call it, to be honest. It's hilarious.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
So yeah, thank you. Hopefully you will come back next time. We've not scared you off. And we will see lots of projects for the Brighticus Yarns competition.
Yeah.
Don't forget about that one. But absolutely lovely to do this. It's absolutely... I don't know why we didn't do it sooner.
No, I don't. Why could we not ramble on about our knitting and...
It's been quite
crocheting.
a nice... I don't even know how long we've been talking, in all honesty. So yeah, I will attempt to not edit it too much so as you can see the hilarity of it.
And we'll stick some pictures.
Yeah, and now we'll have some pictures of general life for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Bye!
See you later!